Good evening, everyone. My name is Bettina and I am going to teach you yoga tonight. I am the founder of Belief Prana Yoga and Wellness, and I want to thank you so much for joining me. Whether you are standing, sitting, walking around, I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position, however you feel comfortable. You can have a yoga mat if you like, or you can be on the ground. If you're on your carpet at home, feel free to clear out some space to let yourself be able to move. I'm going to read a quote tonight on patience and tolerance. It's by Guru Dev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And Guru Dev says, have patience and tolerance. Be positive about everything. At the end, you will always be a winner. Having patience and tolerance is something that can be difficult to find, especially during the current climate. But I invite you to really have patience for yourself, patience for others, and then just to try to build a tolerance. So as we begin this evening's practice, I would like to invite you to come to a comfortable seated position, however you feel comfortable. That can be sitting crisscross applesauce in easy posture, sitting with your legs extended out in front of you, however you feel comfortable. And sit up nice and tall with a nice long spine, a long neck. Feel as though I'm lifting you by the crown of your head. Let's lift the shoulders up and just drop them back, allowing for your chest to be open. Breathing in through your nose, deep down into your abdomen. Expand your diaphragm and expand your belly. Feeling your breath flow in and out. Feel free to close your eyes if you choose. Or if you like, you can keep your eyes open. So you come to this comfortable seated position. Let's take 2 deep cleansing breaths as we settle in. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, side out. Inhale deeply through your nose again. Exhale through your mouth, side out. Begin to set an intention for our practice today. Perhaps that is a thought, a prayer, a mantra. I open this evening's practice with patience and tolerance. So perhaps you would like to set that as your intention for this evening. Having patience and tolerance for yourself, and then extending that to others. Sealing our practice. As we begin to inhale, as we lift both arms up high to the sky. Exhale your hands to heart center. Again, lift your arms down low, lift them up high to the sky. Exhale your hands to heart center. Sealing our practice. Sealing our intention. Beginning with a twist. Inhale, reach both arms up high to the sky. Exhale as you twist and open to the right. Allowing for your arms to reach nice and long. Fingertips can come down to the mat, down to the ground if you choose. Twisting with a nice long spine. Not a very deep twist here. Perhaps your first twist of the day. Inhale, reach both arms up high to the sky. Exhale as you twist and open to the left. Again, fingertips may come down to the ground if that's comfortable for you. On your next inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale as you twist back through center and release your hands down to your sides. If you decided to sit in easy posture, go ahead and switch your legs out. So if your right is on top, switch so that way your left is on top. I'm actually sitting in a fire log position, so if you wanted to come to that position as well, feel free. Finding the twist again. Let's inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, twist and open to the left first. Reaching your fingertips down towards the ground if that's comfortable. Perhaps taking this right hand and reaching it over towards the left. knee. Perhaps either looking forward or looking back towards that left shoulder. Finding what's comfortable, what works for your body. If you're holding the knee, go ahead and release the knee. Inhale, reach both arms up high to the sky. Exhale, twist it open to the right. Again, fingertips can come down, or if you choose, take this left hand, reach it over the right knee. Again, if you choose, either look forward or begin to look over that right shoulder. Continuing to breathe. Go ahead and release the right knee if you decided to hold it. On your next inhale, begin to reach both arms up high. Exhale as you twist back through center and release your hands down to your sides. Good. Let's extend both legs out nice and long in front of us, coming into a seated stack position. Lengthening your legs as long as you can. Sitting directly on top of your sits bones, on top of your bum. Find yourself lifting as you pull yourself all the way from your perineum through the crown of your head as you sit up nice and tall. Flex those toes in towards your face. Sitting up on your own merit. Inhale here, exhale, find that posture. Let's just droop. Allow everything to relax. Activating again. Let's pull those feet in towards your face as you flex your toes. On your next inhale, begin to lift yourself all the way up from your perineum through the crown of your head as you sit up nice and tall. Finding length in the backs of your legs. For some of you, you may feel a stretch here. You may feel those calf muscles lengthening, those Achilles muscles lengthening. Inhale here as you sit nice and tall. Exhale, find that posture. Just droop. One more time, activating those feet. Activating your legs. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall, pulling yourself up. This time, reach your arms up nice and tall. On your next exhale, begin to reach, touch my fingertips, reach, reach, reach. Having a nice long back, long spine. So we're not going to curve our shoulders here. You should have a nice long spine. So reach out nice and long. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Release your hands down to your sides. Keeping your feet flexed, we're going to find that again. Inhale, reach arms up nice and tall. Exhale as you reach. Reach for my fingertips. See if you can almost reach past your feet. You don't have to go very far, so we're not curving down here. We're really trying to reach long in our seated stack position. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, your hands down to your sides. Good. We're going to swing your legs around. We're going to come to a knee and hand position, coming to our tabletop position. Make sure your wrists are underneath of your elbows, elbows underneath of your shoulders. Knees are hips width distance apart, so you should be able to look between your knees and your feet should disappear. Coming into our cat and cow position. Inhale as you lift the gaze. Let the belly drop. Tilt the hips forward as you come into your cow. Exhale as you round the shoulders, tuck the chin into the chest. Get the belly button high to the sky. Tuck your bum under as you push away from the ground like a hissing cat, coming into your cat. On your next inhale, begin to find the opposite. Lift the gaze, let the belly drop, tilt the toes forward, coming into cow. Exhale as you round the shoulders. Belly button high, tuck the bum under, coming into cat. Continue with this series at your own breath pace. Moving through your cat and your cow. Whatever this looks like for you, continue to find that cat and that cow as you move through. So perhaps for you, you may want to kind of find figure eights in your cat and your cow. Maybe you want to find circles in your cat and your cow. Whatever you do, just make sure you reverse. If you're coming to the left for your cat and your cow, make sure you reverse over to the right. Linking your breath with your movement, ensure you continue to breathe. Find 2 more full inhalations and exhalations. Breathing in through the movement. And then we're all going to be in a neutral tabletop position. Neutral tabletop, meaning our backs are nice and flat. We're pushing away from the ground. Be careful not to lock out your elbows. Make sure you're engaging your entire hand. So maybe almost have a tiger claw to engage your fingertips as well. Be careful not to sink into the base of your hand because that can cause a lot of unnecessary pressure and pain. Coming through our tabletop position, begin to extend your right leg back out, nice and long behind you. Have all 5 toes to touch the ground. From here, we're going to press through that heel, finding length again in that Achilles, through that calf muscle. So you may see a little back as I'm pressing through that heel. And come back to center. And really make sure you press into the ball of your foot now. Then point that right foot as we press the top of our foot into the mat. Come back to the ball of that foot. And point the foot, right foot, pressing the top of the foot into the mat, finding length through that entire leg. And come back to the ball. And from here we're going to find a little more movement. Let's begin to inhale as we lift this right leg off the ground, flexing the foot. Extend the left arm out in front of you, finding balance here. Be sure to pull that belly button into your spine, don't sink into your lower back. Inhale here, exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow into center, holding here for a crunch. Inhale as you extend nice and long. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow into center, holding here for a crunch. Inhale, extend nice and long. One more time, bend the knee, bend the elbow into center, holding here. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Nice long inhale, extend nice and long. Option to stay here, option to bring this left hand back down to the ground if you choose. Option to bend this right knee. You can also take this left hand, reach behind you so you can hold onto the top of the foot. Pressing that right foot into your left hand. Finding balance. Having patience with yourself. Go ahead and extend both arm and leg. And return your hand down to meet his partner. Your knee down to meet his partner as well. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Extending the left leg out nice and long, all 5 toes down to the ground, press through that heel. Finding length. Continuing to breathe. And now coming to the ball of that foot. Ball of your left foot. Pointing the left foot, press the top of the foot into the mat. Come back to the ball of that left foot. Point the foot, press the top of the foot into the mat. And back to the ball of the left. One last time, press the left foot into the mat, the top of the foot into the mat. Good, coming back to the ball of the left. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift the left leg off the ground. Finding length here, again, option to extend this right arm out. Lengthening here. Inhale here, exhale as you bend the knee, bend the elbow into center. If you're able, see if you can make them touch, if that's possible for you. Inhale, extend nice and long. Flexing that foot. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow into center. Holding here. Inhale, extend nice and long. Pull the belly button into the spine. Be careful not to just sink. Last time, bend the elbow, bend the knee into center, holding here. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Nice long inhale, extend long. Same options on this side. So if you want to bring that right hand down to the ground, feel free. If you want to keep it extended, feel free. If you want to bend this left knee, feel free. Option to stay here. Option to bring the right arm around and to hold onto the top of the foot, pressing the foot into the hand. Left foot into right hand. Option to stay here. If you like to lift a little higher, feel free. Whatever works for your body. Continuing to breathe. Good. Extend both arm and leg out nice and long. Return the right hand down to meet the left. Left knee down to meet the right. Let's sit back into a child's pose. Meaning our hips are going to come down to our heels. Arms can stay out nice and long in front of us. Forehead comes down to the mat. Coming to our child's pose. Feel free to use this as an opportunity to return to your center, to return to your intention. Feel free to always use this as a resting pose as well. If at any point tonight you feel as though you need to take a break, you want to come back, if you want to just sit down, feel free to come to your child's pose. Child's pose is also a good place to find your downward facing dog. So with arms extended out nice and long, if you aren't already there, keeping your hands right where they are, keeping your feet wet where they are. Let's inhale as we tuck our toes, coming to the balls of our feet again. Exhale as we lift our hips up high to the sky, straightening our legs, pressing your heels down towards the ground, turning your body into a V. So if you ever kind of wonder, where should I be for my downward facing dog? Come to child's pose first. Perhaps this is your first downward facing dog, so feel free to pedal your feet out. Bending your right and your left, left and your right. Your heels do not have to come completely down to the ground. Do whatever works for you. Your legs don't have to be completely straight. If you want to keep a constant bend to your knees, that's perfectly fine. Continue to pedal your dog out, or you can keep your legs straight. Continuing to breathe. Let's find 2 more breaths here, 2 more deep inhalations and exhalations. 1 more inhale and exhale. Bend both knees down to the ground again and return to that child's pose. Breathe in here. Finding that again, let's inhale as we tuck our toes. Lift your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Choosing to pedal or choosing to remain straight, to remain still. Whatever you do, continue to breathe. Make sure you engage your entire hand. So remember to have those fingertips involved as well. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Bend your knees, lower your hips down to the ground as we return to our child's pose. Remaining in child's pose for 3 breaths. Let's slowly begin to walk our hands over to the right side. Feel free to sink your hips to the left if that's comfortable for you. If you like, you can take this left hand and see if you can cross it on top of the right. If that doesn't work, don't worry about it. Inhale as you come back through center, walk both hands back through center. Exhale, come over to the opposite side, the left side, sinking your hips over to the right. And if you like, see if you can take this right hand, cross it over the left. Getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale, begin to walk your hands back through center. Returning to that downward facing dog with arms extended out nice and long. Inhale as you tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. From here, begin to bend your knees. Look up towards the top of your mat, towards your hands. Nice and slowly begin to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Nice and slowly. Walk your feet all the way up so that way they come to your thumbs. Inhale as you halfway lift. So your knees can remain bent if you choose. Halfway lift, I want you to find length in your spine. Through the crown of your head, your neck is an extension of your spine. Hands can come either to your shins, above your knees, on your thighs, or even down to the ground, however best works for you. Inhale here, exhale as you forward fold. Let's bend our knees nice and generously now. Coming into a ragdoll position. Option to hold your elbows if you choose. Option to keep your arms straight. I'm going to hold my elbows. Let's begin to sway from right to left to right. Ever so gently, ever so slowly. Engaging your hamstrings to protect your lower back. Push away from the ground through your feet. Hold yourself up with your legs. Let's all return to center. Allow your arms to hang heavy. Literally, I want you to nod your head yes. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to the possibilities. Say yes to your strength. Say yes to your future. Now we're going to shake our heads no. No to any stress. No to any worry. No to any anxiety. Coming back to a neutral head. Let's begin to walk your hands up your legs. Bring both hands to your hips. Inhale as you find length in your spine, pressing through both feet. Let's slowly begin to rise to standing as we feel the blood rush back into our heads. Coming into our mountain pose. In our mountain pose, our feet should be hips width distance apart, so whatever that means for you. Typically that's about 2 fists. So if you kind of look, and you place 2 fists in between your feet, that should be your mountain pose. Have a slight micro bend to your knees. Pull yourself up nice and tall. Your hips should be nice and neutral. Engage your core to allow yourself to really stand up tall. Let's lift your shoulders up and roll them back, so that way your chest is open. Your palms can face forward if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, just allow them to naturally fall to your sides. Feel again as though I'm lifting you up by the crown of your head as you stand up nice and tall. This is your mountain pose. Your Tadasana. Let's stand here for a moment in our powerful pose of mountain Tadasana. Feeling free to sway from right to left to right. As we are steady and secure and rooted through this posture. Studies have been shown that if you stand in this posture, literally if you pick your hands up and put them on your hips, like a superhero pose, it helps to change your thinking. Because it builds confidence. It gives you power. And if you put your hands up to your hips, go ahead and release. Moving through a sun salutation. Let's inhale as we reach both arms up high to the sky, leading with the chest flying to back bend. Just press the heart up. Press the heart up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lift. Find that halfway lift again. Find lift in your spine. Exhale as you fold. Plank the hands. Step the right foot back. Left foot back. Coming into plank. Let's take a modification here. Let's drop our knees down to the ground. Squeezing your elbows into your sides. Lower completely down to the ground. Untuck your toes as you press the tops of your feet into the mat. Not using your hands because snakes don't have hands. Let's inhale as we will peel our chest off the ground, activating our lower back. So really feel those lumbar muscles working. Inhale here, exhale as you lower down. Let's tuck our toes, press back to our knees, and then from here, inhale as you lift up and back, pressing into that downward facing dog. Pausing here for 2 breaths. Bend your knees, look up towards the top of your mat or your hands, and slowly begin to walk your feet up to meet your hands, walking into your forward fold. Micro bend to your knees. Inhale as you find lift in your spine. Reach your crown of your head towards me. Spin your palms out to the sides towards me. With a nice long back, inhale as you rise up for your reverse swan dive. Leading with the chest, press the heart up. Exhale your hands to heart center. Finding that again. Inhale, reach both arms up high to the sky. Leading with the chest, find the back bend if you choose. Find a lift in the spine, that's most important. Exhale as you swan dive forward, all the way down. Lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, left foot. Right foot, plank. Either choosing to hold your plank here or dropping your knees down. Your choice. Slowly lower completely down to the ground as you squeeze your elbows into your sides. Untuck your toes, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale as you peel your chest off the ground. Activating those lower back muscles. Pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale here, exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. We're going to press up and back all the way into our downward facing dog. So press all the way up and then back into downward facing dog. Finding our breath here. 2 good inhalations and exhalations. Again, bend your knees, look up towards the top of your mat, walk your feet up to meet your hands. We're purposely walking up so that way we find length in the backs of our legs. Micro bend to the knees, lengthen your spine on your inhale, reverse swan dive. Leading with the chest with the heart, press the heart up. Exhale the hands down to heart center. Pausing here. I'm going to return to my mat so you can see. Continuing with that sun salutation. Let's inhale, reach both arms up high to the sky, leading with the chest. Press the heart up, find the back bend. Exhale as you swan dive forward. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Right foot, left foot, plank. We're going to do a chaturanga here. So chaturanga, you tip forward. Squeeze your elbows into your sides. You lower down only halfway. From here, use your toes to press forward, coming to upward facing dog. Upward facing dog, your shoulders roll back. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. Inhale here. Exhale, press all the way up and back into downward facing dog. Continuing to breathe. Another breath. Now yogi's choice. You can either float, meaning hopping, large step, or walking to the top of your mat. I am going to take a large step. I'm going to take this right foot, pull it all the way through. Right foot to right hand. Left foot to left hand. And then reverse swan dive. Leaning with the chest, find the back bend. Exhale your hands to heart center. 2 breaths here. Last sun salutation, we're going to do it on the left side. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Lean with the chest, find the back bend. Exhale as we swan dive forward, all the way down. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Left foot, right foot, plank. Finding the chaturanga, tip forward, lower down halfway. Inhale as you press forward, coming to your upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back into downward facing dog. Breathing here. Taking our left foot, pull it all the way through. Step the left foot up to the left hand. Right foot up to the right hand. And reverse, swan dive. Exhaling your hands to heart center. And releasing them down to your sides. Coming back to our Tadasana. Finding yourself breathing here. Begin to return to that intention that you set for yourself. Perhaps one of patience and one of tolerance. Good. From here we're going to begin to take a nice large step back with your right foot and then turn to the right. Having both toes to kind of face out about a 45-degree angle. Most importantly, I want your knees to be aligned with your pointer toe and your middle toe. Extending both arms out to a T. Inhale here, exhale as we bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming into a squatting position called goddess. Press these knees out towards your pinky toes. Keep these elbows in line with your shoulders as we're sitting in our goddess. This is a hip opener. Breathing here. Inhale as we rise, begin to straighten your arms, straighten your legs, keeping our arms here. Your arms are going to start singing. I'm just going to warn you now. Inhale here, exhale, press back into goddess. Holding here, continuing to breathe. On your next inhale, begin to rise back up, straighten arms, straighten legs. One more time. Inhale here, exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Be careful to keep that bum tucked under. So sometimes people will come here, try to stay nice and flat as though there's a wall behind you. Pressing your knees out, keeping your elbows in line. Holding here for 5. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. 4, 1. Begin to press arms and legs straight and release your hands down to your sides. Awesome. From here, turn around. Because I want you to keep your feet right where they are as far as distance. So you're going to take your left foot, begin to turn it straight so that way it is parallel. So it should be parallel to your mat. If you're on your mat, your left foot will be parallel to the back of the mat. And see if you can turn this right foot straight. So that way it is parallel to the sides of your mat. We are prepping for our warrior 2. So inhale as you extend both arms out nice and long. Exhale as you bend that right knee, that front knee, bend it towards me. And see if you can reach towards me with your knee. Not adjusting our hips at all. See if you can keep this right knee pressed out towards the pinky toe. So look down, do a self-check because I'm not there with you. So check to see where that knee is tracking. You should be able to see it over that toe. Do you see the pointer and the middle toe? That's where your knee should be. We're going to flip this right palm over. Inhale as you reach towards me, reach for my fingertips. Exhale as you paint the sky, paint the ceiling, whatever you're painting, as you come into your humble warrior. Release this left arm down on the left leg, gently letting it rest. Finding length as you reach up and back towards this left leg. Not crunching down. Inhale as you rise back up through your warrior two. Inhale here, exhale, begin to bend your right elbow. Use this left hand to reach high towards the sky. Come to your bent side angle. Inhale as you rise back up. Finding that again. Flip the right palm over. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you paint the sky. Pressing these hips forward. Trying not to sit back. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Reach the left arm up high to the sky. Inhale, rise back through center. Then straighten the right leg. Release the arms down to your sides. Turn on the heel, turn the right foot in. You're going to turn the left foot out. So I'll turn this to this side so you can see sideways. So my right foot is parallel to the top of my mat. And then my left foot is parallel to the sides of my mat. Extending both arms out to a T. Inhale here, exhale as you bend the left knee. Making sure that I track my left knee with my pointer and my middle toes. You're wondering where your heel should be. See if you can almost have your heel in line with the arch of your right foot, if that feels comfortable. Holding here. Let's inhale as we flip the left palm over. Reach nice and long. Exhale as you paint the sky, coming back into your humble warrior. Again, letting this right arm just relax, just hang. Finding length from both sides. So I'm not crunching down on this right, still finding length here. Inhale as we rise back up. Exhale as you bend the left elbow. Reach the right arm high to the sky. Option to look up towards the right. Option to look out towards me. Option to look down towards that left foot. Whatever works for you. Inhale, rise back to center. Good. Flip the left palm again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, paint the sky, paint the ceiling. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Bring the right arm with you. Doing great. Inhale, rise back to center. Zip up straight to that left leg. Release your arms down to your sides. Now we're going to keep the right foot here, but we're going to either spin on the ball of the left. That's going to make your stance wider. Or you can spin on the heel of the left. That's going to make your stance a little shorter. So we're going to come to a wide-legged stance, a wide-legged fold, keeping your feet parallel. Option to have a micro bend to your knees if that's comfortable for you. Inhale, reach both arms out to a T. Exhale as you hinge forward at the hips. Hinge forward. Finding length in your spine. Pressing through both feet. Inhale as you rise back up to standing. And release your hands down to your sides. Another option, keeping your hands on your hips. Inhale as you find length through the crown of your head. Exhale as you hinge forward. Having a micro bend to those knees. Pressing through both feet. Inhale as you rise up to standing. And release your hands down. Another angle. So we're going to do this one more time. Your yogi's choice, either arms extended out to a T or on your hips, whatever is comfortable. Inhale as you rise, finding lift in your spine, micro bend to the knees. Exhale as you hinge. Be careful not to sink back onto your heels and not to sink all the way forward so that way the heels come up. Try to find a happy middle. Holding here. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. From here, lower both hands down to the ground. Have a nice generous bend to your knees as you come to a nice squat. Feel free to slowly rock from side to side. Engaging your quads, engaging your glutes as you hold yourself up. Slowly begin to come back to center. Straighten your legs as much as is comfortable for you. Slowly walk both hands over to the right side. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, walk both hands over to the left side. Inhale as you come back to center. Again, slowly walk both hands over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left side, walk both hands over to the left. Inhale back to center. Finding a twist here. Let's take this right hand, line the middle finger up to your nose. So it should be right in line with your nose. Inhale as you find length as though I'm pulling you by the crown of your head. Take this left hand, place it on the left hip. Inhale here. Exhale as you twist and open to the left. Be careful not to sink into this left side. Try to keep both hips nice and neutral. So it may not be a deep twist. For some of you, it may be a deep twist. Go with whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale here, exhale as you release back through center. Switching, take the left hand, place it so that way the middle finger is in line with your nose. Inhale, find length with your crown, placing the right hand on the right hip. Exhale as you twist it open to the right. You may find that one side is a little bit more bendy twisty than the other. That's perfectly fine. Our bodies are uniquely made. Inhale here, exhale, come back through center. One more time as you twist, take this right hand, middle finger to nose. Inhale, bringing left hand to the hip. Exhale, twist it open to the left. This time, allow my hip to come with you. This should allow for a deeper twist. Just make sure you have length in your spine, twisting a nice long spine. Inhale here, exhale, come back to center. Replacing the right hand with the left. Inhale for length, bringing the right hand to the right hip. Exhale as you twist, bring the left hip with you. Remember to breathe. Inhale here, exhale, come back through center. Placing both hands down on the ground. Bend your knees nice and generously. We're going to heel toe our feet in. As you come to a nice good squat. And from here, we're just going to sit down. Returning to that seated stack pose, extend both legs out in front of you, nice and long. Flexing your toes in towards your face. Inhale as you reach up high. Exhale, reach long. Touch my fingers, reach past your toes as best you can. Holding here, continuing to breathe. Pressing through your heels. Inhale as you rise back up. Exhale your hands down to your sides. Perhaps that feels different than it did when we first began. So let's do it again. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, hinge, reach. I'm pulling you. Continue to breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, relax into the stretch. So allow your arms, forehead, and shoulders to come down as far as is comfortable for you. We found length in the hamstrings and length in the spine first. So now our body is in a better position, has a better opportunity for us to round our spines. With a nice large inhale, begin to walk your hands in towards your lap, in towards your hips as you sit up nice and tall. Bending the right foot in, let's bring the foot to the calf. This is a modification. I would like for you to try to keep your hips nice and square. If you feel comfortable, feel free to bring this right foot to the inside, above the knee, but the inside of the thigh, if you choose. I'm going to keep mine at my calf. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, find length, reach. And release, relax down into the fold. Option to stay here. Option to take this right hand so you can reach on the outside of the left foot. This will really kind of get into the outside of that left leg, get into that juicy IT band. Still finding length in your spine. Continuing to breathe. If you decided to hold the foot, go ahead and release. Inhale as you reach both arms long and rise back up through center. Release your hands down to your sides. Bring the left knee into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Stepping the right foot over the left, either above the knee or below, whatever works. Hold on to the right knee with the left hand. As we inhale, reach the right arm up high to the sky. Exhale as you twist and open to the right, releasing the right hand down on the ground, keeping both hips connected to your mat or to the ground. Twisting a nice long spine so you can keep this belly button connected to your thigh. Option to look forward, option to continue looking over that right shoulder. Again, whatever works for you, whatever's comfortable. Option to continue to hold onto the right, or if you'd like to take this left elbow, hook it onto the outside of the right knee. Feel free. You can really activate this left hand by flexing, straightening the fingers if you choose. You can also hug the thigh if you choose. With each exhalation, find a deeper twist if that's comfortable. Continuing to breathe. Slowly begin to release the right knee if you decided to hold it or hook it. And everyone inhale the right arm up high to the sky. Exhale as you twist back through center. Let's twist it open to the left just for a gentle opposite, nothing too major. Twist back through center. Let's pick this right leg up and release it down to the ground. Other side, begin to bend this left knee. Bring the foot to the calf or to the inside of the thigh. Whatever you did on one side, you should try to do on the other. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, hinge, reach nice and long, and then release down to the ground. Finding the same thing, see if you can take this left hand, hold onto the outside of the right foot. Having patience and tolerance. I am definitely practicing patience with myself as I went for a run the other day and tweaked my right, according to you, my right hamstring. So we have to understand that our body does have muscle memory, but it may not be able to do what it used to do. So have tolerance and patience for yourself, for getting to where you would like to be. Slowly begin to release that right foot if you're holding it. Inhale as you reach up nice and long, rise back through center, and release your hands down to your ground. Bring that left knee into your chest, give yourself a hug. Find the same thing on this side. Preparing for the twist. Lift the left leg up, step in either above the right knee or below. Holding onto the left knee with the right hand. Inhale as you reach long for length. Exhale, twist it open to the left. Placing the left hand behind you as is comfortable. Keeping both hips down. Find the same thing on this side that you did on the other. So if you decided to look over that shoulder, if you decided to hook the knee or to hug the thigh, feel free. Continue to breathe. Slowly begin to release the knee. Everyone inhale the left arm up high to the sky, coming back through center. Exhaling as you twist it open, gentle twist to the right, nothing too major. And twist back through center. Pick this left leg up and release it down to the ground. Activating our core. Switch forward on your mat if you need to. With arms extended out nice and long. Inhale here. Exhale as we roll ourselves down, rolling down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all the way down to the ground. Releasing down to your mat as we're preparing for the best pose of Shavasana. From here, bring the right knee into your chest, give yourself a hug. We're going to hold behind the right leg, perhaps on the hamstring, the calf, whatever works for you. Begin to straighten that right leg as much as you can, as best as it is for you. Bend the right knee, bring it back into your chest. Guiding the right knee, hold onto the right knee with the left hand. Extend the right arm out to a T. Inhale here, exhale as you twist it open, bringing the right knee, crossing it over to the left side of your body. Keeping both shoulders connected to the ground. Option to look over towards that right side if that's comfortable for you. Perhaps if you have a pillow or a block at home, feel free to put that underneath of your right knee for support. This is a different twist than we did before. On your next inhale, begin to bring the knee back through center. Bring the left knee into your chest, give yourself a hug. Feel free to rock from side to side, very slowly. Extend both legs high to the sky, coming into a waterfall. And as though you're walking, go ahead and walk on the ceiling. Bringing both knees into your chest. Keep your left knee in as you extend the right leg down to the ground. Finding the same thing on this side. Begin to hold behind the left leg as you straighten it as much as you can. So options, hold behind the hamstring, the calf, ankle, big toe, whatever works for you. Into your chest, give yourself a hug. Coming into that twist, hold on to the left knee with the right hand. Inhale here, exhale as you extend the left arm out to a T, crossing the left leg over towards the right as you return to the twist. Option to look over that left shoulder. Continuing to breathe. On your next inhale, begin to rise back through center. Bring that left knee into your chest. Bring the right knee into your chest as well. Give yourself a hug. Extend both legs out overhead, coming into that waterfall, and walk on the ceiling. Bending your knees into your chest, then lower your heels down to the ground as close to your bum as you can get them, having them hips width distance apart. Preparing for our bridge, bringing your palms down flat on the ground. Press your palms into the ground. Pressing your entire foot into the ground. On your next inhale, begin to lift your hips up high. Keeping your knees engaged. Press through that entire foot, not just the heel. Beginning with the upper back, slowly begin to lower each vertebrae down into your mat until your hips are the last to come down. From here, begin to straighten the right leg, straighten the left leg as we move into our Shavasana. Our final pose, our resting pose. Allow your feet to just fall apart naturally. Your palms can be facing down towards the ground if you like to feel more grounded. Feel free to have your palms facing up if you like to receive energy from your current environment. Resting here for a few moments. Coming back to that intention, whatever that intention was that you set for yourself. Perhaps it was one of tolerance and peace. Perhaps it was one of feeling gratitude. Allow yourself to sink into your mat. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel your ribs expand. Feel your belly rise and fall. Find yourself sinking into your mat. allow your breath to deepen. Coming back to the present, to the here and to the now. Slowly begin to find movements by wiggling your fingers and your toes, perhaps wrinkling your forehead and wiggling your nose. In your next inhale, begin to reach both arms out nice and long for a nice long morning stretch, pointing and flexing your toes, maybe rotating your wrist. Nice large inhale here. Exhale as you bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Feel free to rock from side to side, slowly waking your body up. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to roll to your side of choice, your right or your left, whatever feels comfortable. Find 4 good deep inhalations and exhalations here. And then whenever you're ready, slowly begin to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Coming to this comfortable seated position. Let's inhale as we reach both arms up high to the sky. Exhale your hands to heart center. So I want to thank each and every single one of you for sharing in your practice with me this evening. Again, my name is Bettina Lee with Believable Prana Yoga and Wellness for the City of Newport News Parks and Recreation and Tourism Department. We will be here every Wednesday, and we invite you to please practice with us. Take this time for yourself. You deserve it. The love and light in me truly honors and respects and appreciates the love and light in you.